Hey guys, I'm Nicole and welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here with me today. It has been a minute since I've actually filmed a video. I think I posted one last week, but I think it's been a good 3 weeks since I've filmed a video, and so I'm excited to be doing that today. I have my birds, a few of my birds anyway, right next to me, so you might hear a little bit of bird chatter. I hope that if they do start to talk or make their noises, that it's not too loud for you guys. But I have a couple of parakeets that live in my bedroom, and yeah, so they can start to make some noise. So I wanted to let you guys know that. I hope you guys are having a really good start to your summer. I guess it's still officially spring, but yeah, I guess we've kind of turned over into summer mode over here. It's just been really good so far. It's been really fun. We've gone to the zoo and we've gone to like a local wading hole type place. So we had a picnic lunch that was really fun. We didn't really go swimming, but we did look for rocks and look for crawfish and all that kind of stuff. And so that was really fun. We did that recently, and then also it was kind of unexpected, but I guess it was probably almost a week ago, we went to look at a house for sale, which is crazy because honestly, like, I don't want to move. That's not on my radar at all, but I have been looking for land. I really like to own a piece of land close by, Lord willing, with a little bit with a water source, I guess, or a little creek or something like that. And so I keep my eyes open for that type of thing. But there was this house that popped up and it was so beautiful. It was this cabin on 24 acres and it was right on like a bubbling creek, like babbling creek with like the rocks, and they had a bridge over the back of it, and it was gorgeous. It was like right on the creek, and you cannot build, according to codes, that close to a creek anymore. And so I wanted to go look at it, and it looked amazing. It was advertised as 3,700 square feet. And so I thought, well, this would work for us. But when we got there, I realized it probably would not, because it wasn't like 3,700 square feet under one roof. It was split between like a garage apartment and the actual house. And the house, like, I loved the kitchen, which was right off the back, and the decks and the creek. It was amazing. Like, to actually own something like that would be amazing. But the main house, it had, well, they said 2 bedrooms, but it was really like one master bedroom and then a room that the owner was using as a small den. It didn't have a closet or anything like that. And that was it. And so for our size family, it really wasn't going to work for us unless we did a whole lot of work. And then the garage apartment, it was big. It was, I think, 12 or 1,300 square feet, but it was just one very large room. And we would have had to have split it up into bedrooms and probably had like the 4 oldest children that still live at home over there, and it would literally, like, our family be totally split into 2 homes. And they weren't like right next to each other either. I mean, they weren't too far apart, but they weren't right next to each other either. And so I thought that probably would not be the best thing. I mean, goodness, that creek was amazing, and I love creeks so much. But yeah, we decided that probably wouldn't be the best thing. And then two, I don't really want to have to sell this house that we're in right now, and we would definitely have to live in this house while it's on the market in order to get that other house. It costs too much money. We couldn't just try to buy that house outright and then sell this house after we moved out, which we've been able to do on a couple other occasions. And just having the big family and all the animals and everything that we have, that's just been an easy way to do it. But we couldn't have done that in this scenario. And so it all worked out, and decided not to do it. But it was so much fun to go look at that house. It was just like, it was great. It was a really fun morning for me, and I really had a good time doing that. And so yeah, I guess that's kind of gotten me into like looking at land mode even more, just trying to find a creek property nearby. But so far there's not been anything, but that's okay. And we still have a little bit of money put away from when we sold our cabin, and so that's where we would pull from if we were to find the land. We actually were looking at a tax sale in our county, but all the taxes were paid on all the properties, and we didn't really find anything that we were really interested in trying to purchase anyway. But it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of fun to look around and that kind of thing. We're like we're really close to Tennessee. We're like 2 miles from Tennessee, our house is. And so we're kind of looking up into Tennessee, and then just all around. It's just so many beautiful, just kind of like the Appalachian area. It's just very lovely, and I love living here. And I do miss some of the things from when we did live in Ellijay, Georgia, where we had a creek on our lot, and it was just so nice. And so I do kind of miss that, and I think about that from time to time, about wanting that again. So anyway, there's that. We just booked a trip for us to take a beach trip for 5 nights at the very end of the summer. And so that's exciting. The kids are really, really excited about it. And I am too. I really love going to the beach. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of work to get everybody all packed up and, just everything out there and all of that. But I think it is worth it. And I really love the memories that we make when we go to the beach. We normally go to the low country area of South Carolina. It's just so natural and beautiful there. And we like to stay on an island that's a little bit more peaceful. It's not like a public beach. And so anyway, I'm really, really excited about that, and that is squared away, and we are going to be doing that at the end of summer. I'm thinking about taking our kids to the library. We haven't been to the library in a very long time, but for summer reading, I think that would be a really great thing to do. What I have done is I've given my kids each like a summer reading chart, and they've been filling those out. So far, my 3 middle kids that are doing it, they've all earned a milkshake from Chick-fil-A. We were going to do Brewster's or Pelican Snowballs, but we happened to be going through Chick-fil-A anyhow, and they said they would like a milkshake in its place, and so we did that. And but I think going to the library might be really fun. We haven't actually been to the library in the town where we moved 3 years ago yet, and so it'd be kind of fun to check it out too. So I'm really hoping to do that really soon. I need to repaint the cabinets in my kitchen, or at least touch them up. There's just so many scratches on them now. I painted them about a year ago, and goodness guys, my cabinets, my kitchen. Okay, I love my kitchen. It's a pretty big kitchen. It's the biggest kitchen I've ever owned, and there's a nice big picture window and all of that, but the cabinets are in really bad shape, and we are going to try to redo the cabinets and the counters. One day when we first moved in, what we did is we painted the cabinets, and then we changed out the countertops just to a laminate countertop because there was burns and stuff in the existing countertop, and so we changed that out. But knowing that hopefully 5 to 10 years down the road we would just redo the whole kitchen, and we've been, it's fine. I've been living with it. One of the cabinets is totally broken, and just the inside of the cabinets are in bad shape, and some of the outsides in bad shape. But I don't know. I kind of been wanting a little bit of a change. I really love my cabinets. I believe it's called, the color of my cabinets, I think, is Secret Moss from Valspar, which I got at Lowe's, and I love it. It is so peaceful, and that is actually the cabinet color that I had in my cabin that we used to own. And so I moved it here because I loved it so much, or I didn't move it here. I just painted the cabinets that color. And but I've been thinking I want a little bit of a change, and I am going to go with, I think, a dark gray. I actually had some of that cabinet paint left over as well from the bathrooms at our cabin. And so I think that might look pretty good. I actually have already painted just our desk area. And the only issue I have with it is because it's just, it's a semi-gloss, and it's just very shiny. I think the green that I had was more of a satin. I don't think it was a flat, but it's definitely not as shiny. And that semi-gloss I know is really wonderful and perfect for smudgy fingers, and all just wiping and cleaning up a semi-gloss is wonderful. But I just don't really like the shine so much. So I'm either going to repaint everything the green, because I just did one little area in the gray. It's a really dark gray color, almost a black. Or I think I'm going to try to get the same gray color, but in a flat. But I don't know. I might regret that when it comes to cleanup. So I'm not sure. I might just go ahead and paint it with a semi-gloss and see how I like it as a whole. But I think that'll look really good because our dining room is adjacent to the kitchen, and it's got a lot of the primitive kind of decor in it, and blacks and grays and browns and a little bit of a burgundy, I don't know, accents to it. And so I think that dark gray would kind of it would just flow better, if that makes sense. And I don't know, it's just, for me, summertime is really fun because it's a good time to I don't know, just to like get some projects done whenever you have this spare time. And so I think I'm gonna do that. Our garden is growing and it's doing good, but it's not like I'm in harvesting mode yet or anything like that. And so I have a little bit extra time if I want to paint the cabinet. So I think I'm going to do that. And our garden is doing well. I must say I'm not as I haven't been quite as attentive to it as I was last year, but it is doing really good, and I'm excited to see how everything goes. I've been planting or I have planted my peppers and my tomatoes for the most part in my garden that has drip irrigation. And so I'm really curious to see if they do better this year than last year, where it was just dependent on me going out there and watering it. And so that's kind of like just a little fun experiment, see how that is. And then also my husband recently finished one of the sides of our house, like the foundation area. It looked so bad. It was just like crumbling stucco, and we lived with it like that for about 3 years just because it was aesthetic. It wasn't like something that we really needed to do, but we finally have gotten around to that, and he fixed that one side. Oh, looks so much better. He did like a board and batten on that side. So that is done, and now he's going to go to the opposite side of our house. And there used to be a deck on our house, but it was not there when we moved in, but you can tell where it was, and it's in like the tax records and everything, but there's just like a little landing there right now where the actual deck used to be. But he's going to rebuild the deck, and then in the areas of the house that is visible, he's going to put the board and batten siding where the stucco is kind of falling apart. So that is coming up soon, and so I'm really, really excited about that. And so anyhow, I just wanted to stop in and give you guys a few updates, things that we're doing. Yeah, I'm excited. We've been having a really good summer so far. We have been battling flies and fruit flies like I never have seen before. It is ridiculous. They are taking over our kitchen and some of our bathrooms, but I've been trying to deal with it. And I think like the fly strips, like the ones you hang that are kind of curly and you hang them from the ceiling or from the bottoms of the cabinets, those have actually worked the best for us. I bought like a ultraviolet light fan that's supposed to like attract them in and then suck them down, and I mean that's done okay. I've done the like apple cider vinegar with the water and a little bit of dish soap, and that's done okay, but the fly strips really seem to be working well for us this time. So I don't know, there's just so many. So, I don't know where they're all coming from. We do live by a lot of chicken houses, and we do own chickens and goats. And so, I mean, it's to be expected this time of year. I mean, that happens. All the flies come in. But the fruit flies is what's really, really getting us right now, to be honest. And but I'm hopeful that we are clearing that all up. And so, yeah. But anyhow, I hope you guys are having a great summer with your families. I hope you're finding like all kinds of really fun things to do. I know we've been trying to find things that are more on the low cost side of things, other than a few places that we have. Like we have yearly passes to Dollywood and to our zoo. But other than that, we're trying to find things to do that are a little like low or no cost as much as possible, and you know, bringing food from home when we can, that kind of thing, which just saves some money, but you know, we can still have a good time. And yeah, I think so far everybody has really been enjoying this little break we've been having from our homeschool. But thank you guys for stopping in with me today, and I will talk with you soon.